Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is A Shot of History. My name is Clarence. Today we will be taking a little of adventure as to the inspiration that inspired such video games as Silent Hill, which you see before us, and Resident Evil. Silent Hill came out in the late 1990s as a video game, captivating millions of teens and young people alike. Having people play this game front to back, shaking in their boots, I began to wonder what was the inspiration for such games as Silent Hill. Well, through research, I found that this place resides in Pennsylvania and it is called Centralia. Centralia, Pennsylvania is the inspiration for Silent Hill. The previous video that you just saw with the smoke coming out was me approaching the town, and as you could see, smoke bellowed up. And as I'm entering the town here, I notice on both the right and the left side that the foundations for homes and buildings remain, but obviously there is no home. Everything is completely gone. It is desolate, guys. Like, there is nothing here. As I got further into the town, I was captivated by this one particular house. I could see the structure, and I could see that, it was something that I could explore, something that I can really get into. But as I exited my car and I stepped off to the side of the road, I felt extremely creeped out. Like, it's a creepy feeling place. When you step out, you can see that there are toys scattered around, Cabbage Patch dolls, old toys that kids used to play with. I mean, balls, you name it, it's still there. You can tell that this once was someone's life. And to have it all gone up in smoke is really, really heartbreaking. Now, one of the things that I noticed here about Centralia, Pennsylvania, is that there are hot spots and there are cold spots. This particular part of Centralia is a lot colder than where I just was, where I just filmed at. But nonetheless, as you can see, there's still foundations from where homes were. There's still remnants of people's lives that are here. There's still toys around. There are other things. I've seen a hammer. It is an absolute ghost town. Like, obviously, it's a ghost town. People who do come here like myself, and they typically tag like the guardrail or graffiti highway. But I didn't do anything. I just kind of just walked and just enjoyed this for what it was. And to find out that this place is abandoned because of a careless mistake made by the local fire department was absolutely heartbreaking. So the story is back in 1962, Centralia had a population of around 2,500 people. And like any other town here in America, they would hold events, they would have parades, they would have all types of festivities for the people to enjoy. Now, this particular festival that they were having, it was up to the fire department to burn away the trash. And not paying attention, they actually set a coal mine on fire. They claimed they didn't know it was there, that it was an abandoned shaft, but they did. As a result, the coal mine began to burn. It began to leak toxic fumes into people's houses, into the schools, into the local supermarket, into the actual hospital, guys. So they had to evacuate. They had to evacuate it after spending $7 million to try to extinguish it. They weren't able to do so. So they had to evacuate. There's even a story of a young boy falling into the ground, into a pit, a hot pit, but they were able to retrieve him. He didn't lose his life or anything. But they had to evacuate. Now, as I'm walking along this particular road right here, I felt like I was in the footsteps of the creators of Silent Hill. I could feel exactly how they arrived at a game such as Silent Hill. This is creepy. This is desolate. This is amazing at the same time. It has a certain beauty to it, but this is not a place I would want to be at night at all. I just would not want to be here. But again, I can definitely see that where they got the inspiration from. Now, as you adventure around Centralia, you will see signs such as this, and most of them are telling you, hey, be careful, do not enter, for your own safety. And for my own safety, I did adhere to the signs. I didn't want to venture too far off because the last thing I want to do is fall into a pit. There's something that I like to do called living, so I'm going to continue to do that. But yeah, I could see how they got that. Like, my mind began to bring me back to my childhood where I would play Silent Hill and I could see the shadows and the mist of the game, and you could hear the church bells and all the wonderful things that actually brought Silent Hill to me as a kid. Like, I could see how they got that vision for the game. Like, this was absolutely amazing, and I do recommend anyone that wants to venture to Centralia, Pennsylvania, just go see it. It is rapidly disappearing. I don't know if it will still be here as it is right now in this moment, 5, 10 years from now. Um, it looks completely different than from what I've seen online. So if you got the chance to actually go and visit the place that inspired Silent Hill, I would recommend that you go and see it. This particular road is abandoned like everything else. But at the end of it, you can see where they were demolishing some structures, and it's a lot of like wood planks down there. It's a lot of rubbish and garbage, and I didn't see the need to actually film that, so I kind of just left that alone as it is. But this was my adventure to Centralia, Pennsylvania. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, tell me what you like. Thank you again for joining me.